What just happened? I don't know what just happened all of a sudden. That was weird. 8 seconds later.
Yeah, I think I lost your video. Well, anyway, hey guys, for anyone that is out there, it is Dustin, the personal finance dad, and I've got Brandon Chung with me. Although I literally was just talking to him, and now I can't see him on video, but I can hear him.
Hello?
Brandon, are you there? I can hear you.
You can hear me?
I can hear you, but the video went. That was weird. It just kind of popped off like right when we went live.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. That's my apology. But let me try to fix that.
Okay.
All right.
Dude,
Well,
my channel is the king of technical difficulties. I did it. I promise. It was my fault last week with Steve, but I'm pretty sure I didn't touch anything. Let me just make sure I didn't like do anything with your video on my end. I don't see anything.
Let me see. I don't know what just happened all of a sudden. That was really weird. I don't know. Hold on. I think there's another way I can do this though.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I can hear you fine. Actually, I'm just gonna ask the chat. Can you hear Brandon right now?
I might have to go with plan B now. Oh shoot. This is my apology. I have no idea what just happened. I don't know what just happened. It just all of a sudden it just said no, yeah.
Dude, you've been podcasting so hard that you broke your
I think so. I think my podcast went too crazy. Just blew up my camera.
Right,
I know
so they can hear. Everybody can hear you. We just can't see you.
So y'all can,
we could roll on with it. We could roll on with it while you're messing with it.
Sure, I'm messing with it, but yeah, please let's just. I know this is a weird way to get live stream going, but let's just get started.
That's awesome. All right, so Brandon Chung, the man himself. I've been going back and forth with Brandon for months, really, in the comments. He's been great. He's been following my channel. I've been following his channel for a while now, but this is the first time I've actually met him face to face. And I did meet him before we went live, so I did see him before we lost his video. But he is on tonight, so we're going to go ahead and just roll in with kind of the usual intro. Brandon, tell us a little bit about let's start with cards first, and then we'll talk about soccer specifically. But there you go. There it is.
Yes.
All right. Nice.
I'm back.
All right. So as far as sports cards, whether it be basketball, soccer, any types of card, when did you get in, and are you brand new to it, or did you get in and then leave and come back?
No, sir. I've been here for a hot minute, man. Okay, so Gary V, he's talking on a Rich Eisen show. Oh, he says sports cards. I'm saying no, I don't believe him. No way. And then I hear him say 2 and 3 times more. Then he say, okay, I gotta look at this sports card thing. And then I research for a month, and all of a sudden I get into it. And my first card is Odell Beckham Jr. Card, Topps Chrome Rookie PSA 10. And then after that, I said, well, football card. And everybody in the world is talking basketball card. And it's like, wait a minute. There's another sport too, guys. Aren't there some soccer cards? So I had to like really research that and get into it. And it was a really happy time. I mean, it really made me happy at that time, like August, September. This is when I was going to college. Honestly, didn't want to be there. And, I had stuff going, personal stuff. And then the sports card.
August last year, 19?
2019 August. And then all the sports card made me happy, and I started buying. Like I was a waiter. Like a lot of people can probably relate to that. And then I was spending $60 a month, and then all of a sudden 120, all of a sudden 300. I spent more and more money gradually, and then eventually the thing snowballed. Yeah.
Now, you were buying Odell, you bought some football cards. Were you also buying basketball and soccer too, or did you just start off with football and then, so you got into soccer. Now, was that your first intro? Because you played soccer, and we'll get into that. So you know soccer very well, but so August last year was when you got into soccer cards.
For soccer cards, that was like October. Okay. So I was buying that. I just bought that one Odell Beckham card because I didn't know what I was doing. And then I got a Landry Shamet Prism PSA 10, and then Luca Prism PSA 10. because I heard everybody saying they buy Prism PSA 10. I didn't know what else to do, so I just listened to them, right? And
Yeah.
then now I know to go my own way plan because I've been here for a hot minute. But yeah, that's how I got started.
Okay. Now, when you got into soccer cards in October, did you start with kind of the Prism optic stuff that all of the kind of Americans are buying because that's what they know, or did you go the sticker route? You know, kind of more of the European way of buying.
I sort of went all over the place, Mr. Dustin, because I was trying to look like I saw basketball card videos were out at that time, the football and all that. I said, "Where's the soccer at?" There's like 2 podcasts, and they were like, "Okay," but I was like, "Okay, what do I do?" So I just saw PWCC. They had some cards, and I just bidded on some cards. I got like a Christian Pulisic select graded card and like a Brazilian Ronaldo 1996 Voet Bowl and Zlatan Ibrahimovic 2003 Voet Bowl and Mesut Ozil. Yeah.
Okay.
And that was my first soccer card video, like way later.
Nice. Okay. All right. So let's back it up a little bit. So
yeah.
You are kind of you're one of my soccer guys. So for soccer cards, and I've been very open and honest about it. I'm not brand new to the sport. I watch World Cup and all that stuff, but as far as following the teams, following the Premier League and following all the different leagues and then following all the different stuff, you know, once you start digging in, you realize there's a lot of layers to soccer. You know, it's not just World Cup every 4 years or Euros every 2 years. There's a lot going on. So, but you played soccer before you ever kind of even got into cards and all that. So can you kind of back up and tell us just kind of that journey of your love for soccer before we get into the card part?
Oh, so I was like long time ago. Oh my goodness, different time era. Like I was like a 5-7-year-old just getting into basketball, soccer, and then I just through luck, just all the way through, just play soccer, basketball, and I got burnt out when I was like 15, but I ended up making like a high select league. I went through all the ranks, and they were saying I was pretty good. Like coaches would pick me up like 30 minutes just because they said, "Hey, this kid can't miss the game. He got to be playing for us." And then I was like specifically a fullback and then a defender. So I think that's one of my specialties now with the soccer card investing. That's why I talk about defenders and stuff. So I had to learn a lot of the shuffling, a lot of the technique, right? A lot of the 1-2s and the tactical thing. I learned all of that through the soccer. And then even now I've been training my guy. One of my guys, he's trying to make the MLS type of deal.
Oh, wow.
So he's like playing kind of like for a semi-pro, like minor league team. And then the two minor league teams, they merge together. And then once the merged team gets an investor, then there are a minor league professional team.
Oh,
if that makes sense. So my friend is trying to like make the whole thing, and I've been like training in and helping him. So I'm really getting that soccer knowledge and like the actual sport. So I think that helps me apply the knowledge to soccer cards as well. Like when I watch like games and things of this nature.
Now, have you seen, is it kind of like, when we talk about football cards, it was kind of just like QBs are really where you go. And then that's kind of now to skill players. There's wide receivers and running backs and so forth.
Oh, yeah.
With soccer cards, obviously like strikers are popular because they're scoring. Right. Have you seen that change to where, and I guess one guy that sticks out is, and I'm not saying his name right, but Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne.
And I was watching Vincent, I think, today, and he mentioned him and his buddy were talking about how he's arguably the best midfielder in the world, is what they were saying. Now, but midfielders can score too. They score quite a bit, don't they?
It depends on which layer of midfielder you're talking about. So Kevin De Bruyne is like a regular midfielder, like not necessarily a box to box. He's just in the middle, right? But then you have your central attacking midfielder. They're higher up on the pitch. They're usually around your other goal. They say we're trying to score goals. That's what. So Kai Havertz, you heard of him?
Yeah.
So
he's German.
He's German. Yes. There you go. So you know your stuff, Dustin. Oh, come on. No? So So he's a central attacking midfielder, and he's trying to play that position for Chelsea. So it's different layers. But De Bruyne, he still gets his goals and more of assists though. He's a very playmaker.
Have you seen it trickle back down to, you just mentioned defenders, you play defense, and that kind of like in the NFL football, it's kind of the same where like the defensive players don't get very much love, but it's going down now. You'll see some of that trickle down. Are you seeing that in soccer cards now too, or has it not gotten there yet?
a little bit. It's not really got there, right? But the fullbacks, I will say, left back and right back have received a lot of love, like because Liverpool. I don't know if you heard of that team,
Yeah,
but Liverpool, they play super attacking heavy. So their left back and right back is really pushing up the field and really creating assists and chances. Have you heard of Trent Alexander-Arnold?
I have not.
No, but he's just one of the young popular guys along with Alphonso Davies. So their prices are super hot for like rated rookies.
Okay.
So those two specific positions, yes, love. Center back and goalkeeper, 1, 2, 3. Not yet. It'll take time, but the best ones ever, like Buffon. Your wife is Italian. Buffon, man, he legend.
That's right.
So he'll get there.
Oh, okay. She's over here. She's looking at me funny.
Hey, she here? Hey, she must like Buffon.
Pop in for a second, real quick.
Andre Pirlo, Del Piero.
Yeah, pop in, Italiana.
Oh, Italiana. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, we're just talking about Buffon. He's one of the legends.
I heard you say Gianluigi Buffon.
Yeah, I don't know how to say his first word. I'm not really good at all that, but
you did good.
Yeah. I did good.
That was nice.
So
I'm wearing my
yeah.
pants, like pajama pants.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, like Italian. Oh, crap.
Ready for this.
Yeah.
So,
this wasn't a planned thing, but
this not at all. Donnarumma. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was actually saying, so she grew up in Florence, Italy. I've told this story before, but when they were kids, they collected stickers. And I'm like, babe, where are the stickers? Like, find the stickers, man. You know? Yeah. So, but they had stickers and she was saying that, like, you know, if you're getting into soccer cards, you really need to look into some of the stickers because I'm sure they're really valuable if they're in good condition, all that. You know, I mean, it's probably similar to like vintage football and baseball cards or anything else, you know. So
most definitely.
So now, do you also buy stickers as well? Are you on that front? Okay. Now, are you looking at older stickers or the new stuff, or newer players, older ones?
Mix. My mind, it go all over the place. I'm kind of like weird guy like that. So I look at like some 1998, 2002 World Cup, and I've been looking mainly at those and the Euros, like major tournament. There on PWCC, there was like a Zidane sticker from 1991 or 2, Panini foot, in for like 15,000 or something.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's a sticker too. And then so some vintage sticker now is going for more and more. You see on PWCC is a good benchmark for the sticker market. But yes, I have been quite a bit.
I was even into it, like, and I'm sure they were probably produced fairly heavily, but like David Beckham, like 97 Upper Deck. I don't know if that's like a rookie card.
There we go.
Those have gotten, they've gotten real expensive. I'm like kicking myself because I'm like, damn it, like months ago those things were like nothing, and now of course they're like $100 or something for a raw one,
Exactly.
And then, I don't know if it'll ever catch on, but like Mia Hamm rookies from like
that's different.
Those like late 90s, 2000 when like they won the World Cup.
Yeah, 1999.
That could be like a Zag down the road where that'll be one where I did buy it and it's like $10,000 and I'm like,
I know that's the one. Women's soccer, like even like we're so far in the industry, still nobody talks about it. Like who knows? I mean, I've been picking up women's soccer. I'll be straight up, right? Because who knows? Like Mia Hamm and Alex Morgan. Don't forget about Rapinoe, all of them. I mean,
That's funny that you say Alex Morgan because I looked her up. I was thinking, I saw Mia Hamm and I'm like, you know what? I wonder what Alex Morgan's stuff costs. And I looked up and her autos are expensive. Like her stuff is expensive.
Sometime, yeah.
And I was like, man, and I didn't see any like base stuff. I just saw like autos, but they were like a couple $100. And I'm like,
wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, maybe I'll wait on those then. I'm not go all in, but well, cool. What about let's shift over to just regular sports stuff. Do you have an NBA team that you're pulling for throughout the playoffs? Do you have kind of a team that you're cheering for, or have you bought cards that you're kind of watching that are, certain teams that could be impacted?
I've been looking up Donovan Mitchell. I mean, I just bought a couple of his cards just to, fool around, just to have some fun. But that's really about it. I have not really been much in the NBA. I've been like all going in on soccer, man. But I hope whoever wins the championship gives me money. I have a couple of Giannis rookie and Steph, so hopefully one of or not Steph, but like Giannis or LeBron or somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about so you have the Odell card. Have you done anything on the football side, on the NFL side? Or are you staying?
I sold a Dak Prescott today.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I know. I love him. I'm a major Cowboys fan.
Everybody's
But
been talking up Dak Prescott, like, and I'm like, look, I like Dak. I don't know if it's just like the Cowboys factor, where it's like the
it
one of the
is.
popular teams, and I think that
Yeah.
he's great. But there's just so many good QBs in the NFL. Like, to me, he just kind
I
of
know.
falls in like a bucket of good QBs that are all like the same to me. You know,
Right.
so I don't know which quarterback to buy because I've got literally like 50 guys that are in the same boat. You know,
Yeah. I don't know. And here's the thing, if I can 5X and he doesn't even take a snap, bye. I got to put my money in bank account and other places. So that's kind of why I sold them though. But I still don't even.
Did you buy it a while ago and then you sold it, or you just bought it like a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought it like in March or something. I said, I'm a Cowboys fan. I got to get Ezekiel Elliott and a Dak Prescott just for me. And then I ended up selling it,
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. All right. Actually, all right. Let's shift it again. Let's go back to kind of how you started your YouTube channel. So,
okay,
dude, you're into sports. You're into
oh my.
Did you start your channel kind of thinking it was going to be about sports cards, or was it more soccer stuff? Did you have kind of a game plan, or did it all kind of come together as you went along?
All I know was I'm gonna make this sports card channel. It's gonna be pretty cool, man. That's all I thought. And matter of fact, I was so ready. I really started recording in November. The first time I ever said that. Yeah, I recorded myself for 4 months because I was scared, to put myself online. I was worried about other people's opinions because who knows. But then one episode, I just said, screw it, I'm gonna put this one out, and it was a terrible video, but at least I put it out, right? And so that's how I get started.
Was that just? And you mentioned Gary Vee. Was Gary Vee an influence for you as far as getting that started? Because I will say, and I'm not going to, I know everyone's kind of the fan of Gary Vee. I've known Gary Vee for years before I even knew he was into cards. So like, I really liked him as like a motivational guy. And then I found out later that he was also a card guy. I'm like, oh, that's an added bonus.
Yeah.
But I never would have started mine if I didn't kind of watch his stuff. And then it just pounded into my brain. Like, if I don't start creating content, then I've got to start creating content at some point. I've got to start doing it. So
exactly.
Was it similar for you, or did you just kind of do it on your own?
It was kind of similar, man. I had Gary Vee was talking about sports cards. He's like, start your social media. I said, huh? I can make videos about this. And I saw a sports card investor and PSA collector. PSA collector said there's a lot more people starting their channels. I said, well, I guess I might as well start one. And then I did it. And then who knows? All of a sudden, boom! Here I am. Like it's really been crazy. I don't know how to say it. It's been unreal. Yeah.
Why not us, right? Why not us?
I mean, why not? Why not? In a soccer card, I was really scared to put out that first video. Right? I said, oh, screw it. I'll just do it. I've been really trying to make that video for 5 months. Now I have the courage to make it, and then finally I put it out, and it does well. People like it, and then that built a whole nother thing.
Oh,
so. Yeah. Oh man, it was so much fun. I was so scared though of that.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you were talking about soccer cards before soccer cards were red hot. You were talking about it like 6-7 months ago. So that's awesome. Did you know? So have you connected with Vincent at Card Hour? I know I talk about him too.
Yeah.
You talk with him as well. Have you done a podcast with him?
I did. Yeah.
I remember. He's got some good input too, and I kind of like that. I think he's in Belgium. I mean, he's in Europe, so that's kind of a nice kind of angle too, something different. You're kind of the Europeans talk about their feelings on stuff, and that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good. I mean, because if you hear American, that's all you're gonna get in your mind. Only this one. If you hear a European perspective, they're talking about something completely different. So at least you get another perspective and to kind of open your mind up a little bit. That way you take all the angles, all the situation in. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I like it too because it's funny. There's a certain segment that are just like, look, cards are a joke. It's all about stickers and soccer. It's all about stickers. Like, you guys are nuts buying these like first year prison. Like, who cares? There's a lot of people. So I like to hear kind of that side of the story. Like, I want to hear why they feel like that, and then helps us all make better decisions if we're buying, whether to buy stickers or the cards or both or whatever.
Exactly.
So,
And I think there is a coexistence with the stickers and the cards because I've seen both go up. Kylian Mbappe's 2016 was sticker, right? And then a lot of these star players, Neymar, the 2011 from the Brazil, it's a black and white. I don't know. I don't remember team. That's a sticker too. And then so there's a lot of stickers and throughout the soccer product history.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. I think I haven't bought any stickers.
Yeah.
But part of it is because I'm not sure if I'm buying the right ones. So then I'm like, I don't want to. I need to I need to do a little bit more research into that because now, what's your opinion on the whole? I mean, are stickers the rookie card in soccer? Is the rookie card a sticker?
It really depends on which one, which specific player you're talking about. There's one website. It's called Last Sticker. I would recommend that one. Vincent recommended that. You go on Last Sticker.
What is it called? Last Sticker?
Yeah, just Last Sticker.
All right,
that one word. And then you click a collection tab and it'll bring you to this link right here. You type in a player link. Like, for example, you type in Kylian Mbappe. Then you can go through the different pages and see, you can organize it from oldest to earliest. And then his first one should be a 2016 sticker. But in Lionel Messi's case, he's got a card, 2004. Luckily, I got one. But nonetheless, and then Ronaldo, 2002, I believe that was a card. I'm not really knowledgeable on a Ronaldo. I like Messi better. But, it really depends on a player.
That's a great resource. And it's called laststicker.com.
Laststicker.com. There's other great resources I can recommend, but that's one where especially these modern players, who are 27, Raheem Sterling. Go look at all his stuff. But a lot of people's first stickers are match attacks or Adrenaline XL. So it really depends on the demand. Do they consider that really their first sticker? And because that's a game. It's 32.
Yeah.
Because it's 32 offense and 67 defense. I said, what does that mean? Just show me the player. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you buy the stickers in a pack, or how do you get them?
So here's a couple way.
I'm not buying them secondhand on eBay, but how do you get retail? Do you know how they're sold?
I'm gonna break the internet right now. You can share the screen and type this up. I'm gonna tell you what to type up.
Okay. I don't know how to do it. Wait, what do I do? Oh, in the comments?
No, share screen on your end, Dustin. The bottom.
Oh, okay.
Share screen. I'm about to break the internet. This is something a lot of people don't want to say, and I'm a real one because I want to give people value for real. Like E-Man, I see you guys. Ziggy, I see you guys. I'm trying to give y'all value.
All right. Did I do it?
No, you didn't do it.
Hold on.
Or can I do it?
There we go. It's not going to be something weird, right?
No. There we go.
All right.
Okay. Go. Oh my gosh, you got so many tabs, man. Just click on a tab and search up just Euro 2008 sticker album. Euro? No.
2000. Am I Googling it?
Yeah, you're Googling it. Euro 2008 sticker album. Click it.
Okay.
Let me see. Keep scrolling down. Wait. Oh, third one. Collectibles.paniniamerica.net. Click it. No. Collectible. No. The website is called collectibles.paniniamerica.net. That's a European Panini. Click it.
Okay.
I'm breaking the internet. So right here, this is where I buy a lot of stickers, and I buy more stickers from Facebook as well because Europeans are trying to sell a lot of stickers. So I wouldn't necessarily buy the album. Hey, look, go up a little bit, Mr. Dustin, if you please.
Yeah.
And you can search up like a World Cup or Euro, or you can go to the online store, whichever one. And then I think some of the more modern stickers cost 40 cents a piece, and then various other stickers cost like $1.30 to $2 or blah blah. I broke the internet. I was keeping this a secret, and it's not a secret no more. Dude, guys, I'm open.
From us this whole time?
Yeah. I have been keeping this. So
That's awesome, man.
There's so many different arbitrages, and I broke the internet. because Kylian Mbappe 2018 sticker, you can search up on eBay if you want to, Dustin, how much he is. $15-$20, right?
Yeah.
Just say yes. And then
yes.
and then on panini.com, 40 cents. Okay.
What?
Rashford sticker, 40 cents. Met, but there's certain ones you can't buy because people already bought them up. Like 2016 Messi and Ronaldo, you can't do it. But certain Zlatan Euro stickers, yeah, because
So-
it's official, because that's an actual Panini website.
So
But
this is how you made your first million right here.
I guess so. I guess so.
Right,
I
buy
did,
stickers for 40 cents and then selling for $30.
yeah, man. But they probably gonna go down in price because I said so. Now the price is gonna go down on eBay and all that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I had to do that to everybody who's been hiding the information. I know y'all been doing it. Hey,
Wow.
but we're on Dustin's show. I gotta give y'all the best value I can.
Unbelievable. That's why. Hey, look. Hey, guys. This is why I bring these guests on. Brandon Chung, just bringing heat all the time.
I mean, that's seriously how people do it. And there's more places too. There's another one called like Trading Card Database, but a lot of that stuff you can't buy it, especially for like the popular players.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's really, really interesting stuff.
And
Cool.
social media too. If you really become connected with a particular seller, right? There's some YouTubers that are selling through Facebook. I can't because I guess people know me or something. I can literally can't buy or sell. People won't respond. But yeah, I mean, on sticker they say, look, this is mint condition. They send you front and back picture. eBay, it is kind of sketchy. I do agree. And raw stickers in general is not a guarantee. Even those Panini stickers. But the fact that you can make 40 cents and $20.
Yeah, that's a heck of an arbitrage just right out the gate. Interesting. Wow. Cool. That's awesome, man.
I got you, man.
So now do you buy, so are you also buying graded stickers, or are you buying stickers and sending them off to be graded? Are you doing all that stuff? Are you playing that game?
I don't know. Well, I just bought this. A couple of them came in, but it takes a long time. That's what I forgot to mention. That thing you have to buy like $30 to get like free shippings, and it takes like 30 days, but it really takes like longer because Panini.
It's like Top sending out their Project 2020 cards.
Yeah, but in 3 years they say 30 days, but where's mine? You know what I mean? But yeah,
I think Ziggy said that he's still waiting on his Keith Shore cards.
I think I heard that. Yeah. And so like, I don't know if I'm gonna grade my sticker. I have to really look at the condition though. It's got to be like sharp, and it's because sticker is so tough. They're so agile that you touch them one time, ooh, they're all messed up.
So they're really hard to grade.
Really difficult. PSA does not know how to grade them, man. I mean, I've been looking on Zlatan Ibrahimovic, PWCC, a PSA 9, a PSA 6, and something else. Tell me the difference. Because I couldn't really find maybe a fine minute detail, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's really interesting because it's not exactly. I mean, if you think about card graders, it's got to be difficult, it's not exactly a card. I'm sure it's like a different material and everything else.
Yeah, because it's very flimsy. It's like, you know what I mean? And it's like even the Panini website, I could send a sticker in and get like a PSA 4 maybe, right? If something screws up in the shipping. So you have to have very excellent packaging as well for sticker.
Interesting. Okay. All right. We're going to shift gears now. I think this is a good time to kind of move over.
Yes.
What were we talking about?
Yeah.
Let me go back to my list here because there was one. I forgot the phrase that you used for this.
Oh, number 3?
Yeah. What is the
podcast episode 11? I said it. It's called Celebrity Worship Culture.
Celebrity Worship Culture. So, and I really like this episode actually. So you brought this up recently. And actually, this is going to sound kind of ignorant. I didn't even know this was a real thing, but you kind of hit on, kind of there's fake gurus out there kind of, and these are folks that are kind of like, get rich quick type guys that, join for $50 and you get this package, and then you get that package, and then sign up for the $500 package, and then you get more access, and then sign up for the $10,000 package, and it's more access. And then people end up losing everything and, having issues with it. But what kind of, you had brought that up, and I know that, it's something that it's important to you. It sounded like just from like a mental health standpoint, especially what people are going through with COVID and everything else, and how that kind of translates over to sports cards, how we obviously have to be careful that it's not, this isn't some get rich quick game plan of, dump your life savings into sports cards and everything will be great. But what's kind of your take on it, and what kind of prompted that? Because I thought it was really good. I thought it was an excellent part of the show.
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Dustin. I really am happy that you acknowledged that, right? And then so like, and it's something I've been researching. Look, Online Guru 2016 era, Kevin David, Ty Lopez, Dan Locke, they made millions. And so on CoffeeZilla, there's one guy, he said, I lost $26,000. It was all fake course. 26,000, because at first it was $1,000 course, but it's like a psychology term. I don't know what it's called, but it's like you put your foot in the door and then the sale marketers, they got you. And then what's step number 2? Okay, I did that. I need more help. What's step number 3, right? And then people just keep following this manipulative ladder. But it's a two-side. It's one, people are being manipulative and evil, right? That's one thing, right? But the other thing is the people, you got to watch out, guys. You guys becoming puppets over here. Have you heard of OnlyFans? I know this is kind of bad for YouTube, but you have not heard of OnlyFans. Okay. OnlyFans is where ladies post a little type of picture in themselves. And you know what I mean? Bikini and that. Look, they're manipulating the people. $10, $30 a month. Guy will pay anything you want. They make $100,000-$200,000 a month just from pictures. And that's only one.
That tells me, Brandon.
What's that?
We need to open an OnlyFans right now.
No. We're not opening the OnlyFans.
We're gonna go put what like a shirtless picture up on OnlyFans. Yeah. We're gonna make zillions of dollars.
Exactly. But that's just the one example. I mean, and here's the other thing. I just want to take my headphone off for a second, please. But like so what I've been noticing is the sports card industry is only like 3 years, unregulated industry. You know what I mean? Because you've been in the finance world. The stock market's heavily regulated by SEC and some other people. But I mean, even when the Wall Street does something manipulative, how many Wall Street people get arrested? Zero.
It's
So how are any of us going to get arrested? And this is unregulated industry. You know what I mean? So this is a perfect time for scammers to get their money in and thinking. I'm not saying anybody's a scammer, but I'm saying if there are some people out there, now is the perfect time because still SEC and nobody is really into it. So now you can do all these top 5s and things like this, man. As a YouTuber, right? I plan on doing top 5s, but I am confused how to do it. You know what I mean? I want to post legends, but you know what I mean? I don't want to. It's tough to recommend players. So these other people, if you search up soccer card on YouTube, you'll see top 5, top 5, top 5. But the thumbnail is killing out Mbappe. You know what I mean? Erling Haaland, Havertz. Go through the list of all the young players, and that improves their click-through rate, which brings in more impressions and more subscribers. So they're going to win in the short term. But people like you and me, truthful, honest, win long term. You know what I mean? And I think that's a sports card YouTuber framework going forward, to be quite frank with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, typically when a lot of money flows into any industry, especially kind of a niche, something that's small, and then it becomes, there's money flooding in. You're right. I mean, it does kind of open the door for some bad apples to sneak in. And unfortunately, that's just part of all of it, with any industry.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, and that's why we always preach. It's like, look, do your own research. Don't listen to me. I'm one of a million voices out there. You're one of a million voices out there.
Right.
I am not. There's no such thing as a card expert. There's really not. I mean, it's not like we have. I think it's funny too when we talk about. We can look at data, and data is very helpful, but it's not as if we have 50 years of data, to go back on. It's not like we have some data to work with, but it's not like. And then even if we did have 50 years of data, it's kind of like with the stock market. Even if you have 100 years of data, future results are based on past performance. So the stock market, you could have like a Black Monday or whatever tomorrow. Stock market could go to zero. I mean, it's like. So it's all just kind of, everyone's got to think for themselves. Don't get caught up. And, you might really like a YouTuber, or you might really like a advisor, or you might really like anybody. But make sure you listen to 500 people before you make any decisions and do your own research.
That's it. That's it. This is one of my future videos. I said, listen to a lot of people first, then maybe choose a couple people you like, but not follow them. Because
Yeah.
here's the sports card tip: are you a leader or a follower? That's it.
Yeah.
Choose one. Because if you're a follower, you're like the whole crowd. Like, oh, here's this, buy this card, boom, right?
Yeah.
And then me, and everybody else over here, like doing something different, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, there's a one quote on Wall Street. Leonardo DiCaprio, he said, by the time it's come on Wall Street, it's already too late or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man. No, I think it's an important message, and we just have to, be diligent. And I think that one thing that's really good is that this hobby really does a good job of kind of regulating itself.
Yeah. I think so.
There's folks that, whether it comes to trimming or scamming type stuff, it seems to me, just through Facebook groups or through YouTube or through any of it, that folks get caught pretty quickly, and then they get kind of, I mean, it's not like it's hard to kind of really maneuver around and be scammy for very long. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's why I say the scammers, enjoy your short-term success, your 15 seconds of fame, because it'll be over at some point. And 98% of the sports card industry is excellent. So I just want to make sure that's clear. Like I'm not joking. If it wasn't, I wouldn't tell you. But Dustin, you know what I mean? Like you're awesome. Like having me on the show and everybody else, like for real.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah,
got you.
Somewhat entertaining.
I'm
throwing some more. I'm trying to think of some more like kind of just. I don't want to say weird, but just throw some kinks into the show where it's like, what the heck is he talking about? Like, sometimes I talk to like the paintings behind me, just like throw something weird out there. It's supposed to be fun, it's that, and that's really it,
Yeah. And that's the whole thing at the end of the day. Let's just have a good time, right? Like that's my new philosophy on YouTube is let's just focus on the positive. Let's just teach our people to be responsible for themselves, and the outside forces evil, and let them be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, the real danger with that is, folks, honestly, like if you're getting in because you heard that someone's making money and you don't follow sports and you don't if you don't really care at all about cards, and it's more just about like, how can I turn this around and make a quick buck? Those are the people that are going to get smoked, because you have to do so much work. There's so much research and there's so much work that has to go. You can't just watch your show or watch my show or watch all the other shows, and you have to really want to do it and know what you're doing and figure it out. There's, but people have to live and learn, so
exactly.
We'll just keep doing our thing and do our best.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go to, well, first off, so while I'm talking, if there's any questions in the comments, you guys fire off some questions. I'm going to come back to it. But go ahead. If there's any questions in the comments, I'm going to come back. Sorry, I'm not great all the time at like talking and then all.
Yeah, I know. It's like I tried to do it a couple times so hard.
Yeah, the chat. I'm not even saying it right. So I'm talking. If anyone has questions in the chat, I'm going to go back to the chat and we'll try to answer some questions for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back to soccer cards for a second. So there's some big events coming up in soccer. We've got Premier League starting back up. We've got Euros, next summer. We've got World Cup coming up. And then we have another World Cup in 4 years. So do you think that there is going to be, are we at the, kind of the beginning of, kind of soccer cards getting popularity? Are there enough soccer people involved? Or is it just people like me that are like, hey, I like football, basketball. Let's look at some soccer too. I've got my sisters who are mega soccer fans, and they're getting me into it. And so are there more people that are outside of the soccer world right now? Do you think there's like not enough actual soccer people that are involved?
This is a very good question, Dustin. And honestly, I am totally not sure, but I will say there has been quite a bit of Americans in the soccer card market. The question is, have a lot of Americans just got in and pulled out? That I don't know, because I've seen the 2014 World Cup Prism prices. It went up, and then boom, it went down, right? But it's still higher than like the original price of $1-2. Now they're more like a lot of them are like $5 and $10-ish, but the 2018 ones are still $20, which makes me believe now there's American value on top of the European people coming in. So I've heard this saying like the Americans are kind of getting in the stickers super duper slowly, and the Europeans are super duper slowly getting into cars. We're like trading cultures.
Yeah. Yeah. The one thing that shocked me, I think it was the cost of like hobby boxes of 2014 Prism are like $6,000 or $7,000 or something when I was looking at it. And then I'm going online and I'm seeing like, who's an example? Who was the
Please.
German? Lam? Was it Lam?
Lam, yeah, Mueller.
Yeah, Mueller. And I'm looking at the price of the cards and it's like numbered cards out of 99 or $20. You know, I'm like, what? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like I should probably pick up some of these, you know? So that's what I ended up doing. I picked up, I did pick up some Lam cards.
Oh, good.
Part of that was just like they won the World Cup and he was the captain. And wasn't he the MVP or something? I mean, there was like some added accolades. Maybe he was just the captain of the team that won.
I don't know MVP, but he was very good. He's been a very solid fullback all his career. He's a legend. Yeah.
You know, my struggle with that German team is I feel like there was like 5 stars on the team. Like even the goalie.
Yeah. Manuel Neuer.
Neuer.
Oh yeah.
Even the goalie, which I don't think goalies really are that popular with cards, or they're starting to become more so, right?
I think he's one of the exceptions because he just won the Champions League as well, and he's like a legend. He's so good. Yeah, I can't even like describe it.
Yeah, so that's what got my interest. It was like the boxes are so expensive, and then there's the cards were just not, and I can't even imagine, you know, if they were $1 or $2. I wish I had seen it then, but I didn't catch it. So yeah, so I guess kind of going up, you know, we're going up against all the events. Is pricing a lot of the hype leading up to the events? You know, do you think, or do you think it'll kind of still gain traction and this is something that'll continue on and get more popular?
It's very tough to explain. One major benefit of soccer card is it's not only reliant on the American economy, although it is heavily reliant on the American economy, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So like people like Didier Drogba, cards and stickers, that's appealing to African nation. Mohamed Salah, Middle East, you know, Heung-min Son, like South Korea, and that's a prominent economy, right? So, you know, you can have like a diversified portfolio just within soccer cards. So I think, you know, it's a bit more sustainable than like other sports like hockey or, you know, UFC or something. I think it's for being a card product, it's sustainable compared to like the stocks and real estate. No, like obviously we're talking about cardboard here, but and the general grand scheme of things, I think like soccer, like the stickers, I think they'll have a pretty long lasting demand. And even during World Cup time, people still wanted 2018, you know, World Cup stickers, even when that wasn't a thing yet, right? Yeah. So I think there's still this like demand there.
Nice. Okay. We did get a shout out to you from Sean. I'm probably going to butcher the last name.
Oh, thank you.
Zilek. Thanks to Brandon and Flipping Steve, I was grabbing soccer cards before the blow up largely due to your content. I wish I was closer. I was watching the content and not buying it.
I know. And that's partially my fault though, because I wasn't putting people in the right direction. I was just like getting into like the whole YouTube thing.
No. It's totally good. It's totally good. All right. So we got a question. Any UFC interest? So like UFC cards, I personally, nothing against UFC. I just don't have any interest in it currently. What do you think, Brent?
Well, the thing is, I just like the UFC in general. Like, well, I really like Khabib, Nurmagomedov, or however you say his name. Yeah. I really like his ground and pound game. So I was just looking at some UFC cards, and it said Topps Chrome Refractor $2. I said, what? $2. I said, screw. So I just bought them for like fun, and like I bought numbered cards for like $3, and Conor McGregor. So you know what I mean? And like Ngannou.
I was thinking about picking up some McGregor stuff just because he's such a big personality.
Yeah,
you know, probably always going to have some sort of popularity. So yeah, I mean, interesting. I think everyone's kind of looking for that next thing. Everyone's.
I think so.
I was talking to Steve, and Steve always, you know, he's got mail day. Steve's buying like Tiger Woods rookies. He's buying, and he's smart.
Yeah, he's so smart.
He's picking like, you know, he's got. I mean, who's the skateboarding guy? Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk. Oh yeah. Dude, Flipping Steve is so smart, man. I'm not trying to just like say that, but like we were on the Les Alex show and he was just like da 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 da. I was like, okay, Steve, you just take your reins. But yeah, he's been getting early on like everything, man. He's crazy.
Yeah, Steve is funny. All right, let's see if I can find another question over here.
I guess UFC is one of the best chances to be like the next sport.
Kind of
I don't know.
Yeah.
high demand.
What are your thoughts on Kai? Now, are you talking about Cobra Kai, global sports card investor, or are you talking about Kai Horvath, or who's the German player?
Kai Havertz.
Cobra Kai is a great show, and
Yes.
Netflix, watch it. It's fantastic. It kind of gives me some nostalgia. It's that 80s.
There we go.
Yeah, the 80s flair, and then they kind of switch like the good guy, bad guy thing. So yeah,
that was cool.
Alex, if you're talking about Cobra Kai, yeah, love it. About Kai Horvath, who's the German striker?
Yeah, Kai Havertz. Havertz,
not Horvath. Havertz. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Havertz. What are your thoughts, Brandon?
Just like in general, or like soccer card related, or
player? Well, I guess as a player, and I guess how cards would relate.
As a player, he could be an excellent fit on Chelsea. So yeah, Timo Werner at the top, Ziyech in the right wing, which is one of the best signings in this transfer window, in my opinion.
Who was that?
Hakeem Ziyech. He signed for Chelsea for $44 million. In my opinion, he's going to add so much offensive creativity. I keep saying that, but hey, left wing going in, you should see those Ajax highlights of Ziyech. He's phenomenal. And then Pulisic on the right wing, that's a solid attacking force. Chelsea building their back line, they have a really solidified team. So Havertz playing for Chelsea is going to prepare him nicely for, guess what everybody's talking about, the Euro 2021. So in my opinion, Kai Havertz finally gets Premier League action against really like built like Premier League defenders, because Bundesliga has a lot of younger players. Premier League has a lot of your solid, like really good, like 27, 32-year-old, like very strong defenders. Kai Havertz is going to like get a lot of strength from there, and he's going to have to like push in the lanes properly, if that makes sense.
I'm glad you brought that up. And I want to bring, actually, let's go to this. So, Sports Card Investing said, hey, Brandon, do you have a Discord?
No, I don't have a Discord, man. I'm sorry, man. Should I make one?
I think so. You're getting some. I think the people want it. Give the people what they want.
Hey, the people want it. I guess I got to make 1,000 subscribers.
Let's do it. All right. Oh yeah. I know what we were going to talk about. So
Please.
the transfer dates.
Okay, I wrote this down.
Okay, yeah, because that's one thing I know that's important. So I guess I would kind of equate this to maybe like trades in the NBA, where you're looking at kind of an example maybe is like Anthony Davis going from the Pelicans to the Lakers and kind of the impact it had on his rookie cards and stuff like that. Do the transfers, does it make that kind of a difference? Like I know a lot of what's talking about like Messi. Is Messi going to leave Barcelona? Is he going to go to, is he going to actually get out? I heard that they're going to have to pay 700 million pounds or something.
No, that's not exactly correct.
Okay. All right. So talk to us about transfer dates and those things and how that affects players and all of that.
Okay. Normally for transfer window, they have two transfer windows, one summer, one's winter. Summer, July 1st to August 31st, normally. Winter, January to like February 4th-ish. No, pandemic. So we got to change the date. Okay. Let me talk to you. Okay. So October 5th. It's a transfer deadline for all the top 5 major leagues, the Ligue 1 and you know what I mean? Bundesliga, Premier League. I think the MLS is like October 29th. The Eredivisie is like October 6th, and I wrote it down somewhere. And what's the other? Portuguese league? Maybe the Portuguese league is October 25th, right? I mentioned those two in Netherlands and Portuguese league because they're very good developmental leagues. So you have until October 5th. So this transfer window has been extended. It's actually, it's like a little bit longer. It's not that much longer, but so, all your Messis, your Jadon Sanchos, even Kai Havertz have a lot more time to sign with the teams because the deadline's supposed to be today, but it's not. So you'll have a lot of your star players switching teams. James Rodriguez, welcome to Everton. You know what I'm saying? So, all of that, right? So you're going to see a lot of the star players and even these like younger, like 24 to like 27-year-old players go from a okay-ish club to a Premier League club or like a high-end club. And so that might push up the rookie prices if the rookie card or sticker has a low enough supply. You know what I mean? It's all supply and demand game, so you have to factor that in as well.
So there's the excitement of like the fans of that team. So if it's like Manchester City get Messi, then and they're going to want his stuff. And that kind of how it goes.
If Manchester City and Barcelona negotiate for say 200 million euros for Messi, right? That would like for short-term temporary elevate his prices. Like a lot of especially his rookie cards, because you look at those print runs, those PSA pop reports, a lot lower than like say Prism even or something like that. You know what I mean? Just because it was in a different era back then. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that can make a big difference. So you've got to really look at like, oh, this player's transferring. Oh, what's his early card? Is that like a really low supply? Is it going to take a huge effect? You know,
Interesting. Okay,
it's a flipping opportunity, basically.
So my sisters have gotten me onto Manchester United as their team. So they've been kind of, well, it's funny, and one of them is English, and she's all into it. But what are your thoughts on Man U? I'm actually going to probably have.
Okay.
I'm probably going to have her on my show at one point because she's awesome. She's a soccer coach too, so she knows.
Oh wow.
A fan, but she played at Penn State and she's a soccer coach, so she knows soccer really well.
Wow.
But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to have her on. Maybe we can do like all of us get on or something like that.
Dude. She has the insider access to soccer. You got to talk to her all day.
Yeah, well, she definitely knows strategy and all that stuff. Now, as far as she know all the players and all the leagues and everything, probably not as much as you, but she definitely understands strategy for sure. Okay. She does that part. So, what are your thoughts on Manchester United? I know that they've kind of fallen back a little bit from what I understand. They're not necessarily the number one team. I think Liverpool is kind of the one that won last year, right? So, Man U, where do they fit in? I want her to, she'll probably watch this and she'll want to hear feedback.
Manchester United, excellent job. Here's why I say that. They just signed, like last night, Donny van Beek. Donny van Beek, search him up. DONNY space VAN space BEEK. I might say that wrong, but he's a pretty good box-to-box midfielder. Now you can play Donny van Beek, Pogba, and then Bruno Fernandes because they play a 4-2-3-1 formation. Then you can have Greenwood and then like Martial and Rashford. And then they're trying to get someone named Upamecano. You don't know who that is. He plays for he plays for RB Leipzig, which is like pretty much a developmental team for Bundesliga at this point. Okay. So if he moves to Manchester United, he'd be an excellent solid fit. So Manchester United, in terms of tactically, they're a pretty complete team. They have a nice vision and they're making like smart, like efficient signings. They still might get Jadon Sancho. I believe he will become a Red Devil before October 5th. That's my prediction. I don't know.
Okay.
But that would be their flashy signing mixed with a bunch of efficient signings, like one of the best off seasons. And Bruno Fernandes, God bless. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes. I'm excited. I did pick up a couple of his optics, a couple of first-year optic. Well, just because she said like, oh, Bruno Fernandes, she's all excited about him. So I'm like, all right, I feel like I should have a couple just for the heck of it and see what happens. But I heard he was actually doing pretty good. And then
like excellent.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, maybe we can do, and also it'd be kind of fun. I don't typically watch soccer, but I was thinking about getting like the NBC package or something where you have like 175 Premier League games. Can you do it to where, is there a way that you can do a live stream where the game is on like one screen and then like we're talking about it?
No, because you can't show the game on there because that's illegal.
That's right.
But I did this. You can get your wife or whoever you want to, me and you or whoever. Or do you have the free version of Streamer, or do you have like the?
Yeah, I just have the free version right now.
Oh, okay, I might have to get the paid version because you can have like 4 or more, like maybe 4 people, and then we can just all react to the game and search up like soccer cards during. Okay. Unfortunately, because it's a licensing issue, you can't.
No, you're right. I didn't even
start a game.
I didn't even think about that because I've seen that where sports things in the past where I've been trying to watch a game and then on YouTube it's like watch it for free, and then I look at it and I'm like, wait, this is like.
It's not it.
Something, like.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, so yeah, maybe we could do that. That actually would be really cool, though.
That'd be cool.
Maybe we tell our audience, like soccer fans, hey, if you're watching the Man U game today, put it on and we'll talk about it live or whatever. That'd be really awesome.
Yeah, actually, there's a really good game coming up October. It's where's it? I think Manchester United is versus Tottenham, October the 3rd. So like. But that's really early, though.
Sean's got a really good question here. This is a player that I picked up. I picked up a couple of these cards, and I think this is the guy he's talking about. He says, I feel like we're missing the boat on Asian soccer players. I only know Son, and I'm going to bash this, Son Heung-min, anyone to look out for. Now,
Good.
doesn't he play for Tottenham with?
Yes, sir. You know your stuff, Dustin.
No, but my thought is I was looking up Harry Kane, and then I realized like this guy is lights out. Like this guy is really, really good. And then Harry Kane's been hurt. So I'm like, well, okay, well, if Harry Kane's not in, then this is their main guy. This is gonna be their main scorer.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
Because
I picked up a couple like 18 prisms, I think.
Yeah, that's one of his like most popular cards because it's just World Cup Prism, and people are not really chasing after those Bundesliga cards or stickers of his.
Okay, cool. What are your thoughts on is there, as far as Asian players go, do they not are people not investing as much in Asian soccer players? Do they not get as much hype as some of the other players, or is that or am I totally missing it and they do get it?
Heung-min Son is like gotta be one of the best Asian players, if not of all time. He is beyond incredible. Like usually Asian players are not that good, not that skilled. They don't have a weak foot like 5-star to his level. He can score left or right foot, and he is dangerous when he gets to that like 15-yard position. Crosses the Harry Kane. He's a dangerous player. There's been a few Korean prospects, so it's getting better in terms of development because they're going through Bundesliga yet again. Chinese Super League, that's a thing, but because if a Chinese is a second world's largest economy, right? China. So if they have an excellent player, that would be incredible because of the demand. But India, Japan, it's just not yet.
Okay.
It's coming. It's getting better though.
Speaking of, I guess while we're talking about just national teams, what about the U.S. national team? Are they ever going to be able to? Are they going to make it? Like, are they going to? I haven't been following. I mean, I guess Christian, the Christian guy is like the best U.S. player.
Arguably, yes, because he's played phenomenal for Chelsea thus far. So we'll see how he does in the future. But pretty good technicality so far from what I see. Nothing to complain about. But the only problem for 2022 is they're a rather young team. Like some of their best players are Pulisic, Giovanni Reina, Weston McKennie. He just moved to Juventus, by the way. Josh Sargent. Those guys are like younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they've got to mix some veteran leadership in there if they're going to make some sort of World Cup and make a decent run. But 2026, they should be good, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. They need to bring back Tim Howard, the goalkeeper.
Yeah. He was awesome.
He's good. Yeah.
He was awesome. Yeah.
All right, let's shift over. I'm going to get kind of like philosophical now. Not really. But
sure. Whatever.
So, and I've kind of talked about my YouTube channel. I mean, I there's a few different reasons I started mine, but it was kind of COVID born, back in March. And, like I'm about to be 40 and it was kind of like it's like, what are you going to do with your life? Like, what are your kids?
Yeah.
Like it would be kind of cool for my kids, and my youngest has autism. So for him, it's kind of like, he sees me on TV and he thinks it's like the coolest,
Yeah.
And when you're a dad, like it's hard to get your kids to think that you're cool. So
that's I can see that.
Yeah. So part of this is kind of like 20 years down the road, they can be like, you know what, Dad did this cool like show on YouTube, and that's something I could carry on. I could be 80 years old and still do the show. It's not something labor. I'm not having to go out and work in the heat or anything to do it. So what's kind of your take on your show? What are kind of your ambitions or aspirations with it? Have you thought that far ahead? I mean, you don't necessarily have to know, but I was just kind of curious.
Right. I'm a young guy. I don't really know fully yet, right? But I've been talking to even Brad and Les Alex, and maybe I'll talk about you about the YouTube thing. And I'm getting a lot more into it. And matter of fact, I just temporarily stopped uploading on TikTok and the other one, Instagram, and focus YouTube just on that and along with my sports card business. But you know what I mean? I'm trying to just give people the most value possible. Because, hey, later on, when I look back, I want to be like, what have I done during this time? Can I look back and be like, wow? Or do I look back and be like, ugh? I want to say, wow. Just and I'm not trying to be like what's the word? Controversial or provocative. None of those words. Just be me. That's it. And then just try to give people value and just have a little bit of fun too. Because I have a fun guy. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
And where do I take a YouTube channel? Just continue growing it. Hey, long term, little by little, but they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn Brandon Chung's name, right? And then I have numbers in my head, but I'm trying not to say it because it'll freak people out. But yeah, man.
No, yeah, I'm all about playing the long game. It's all about the long game with everything. Usually, when you're looking for immediate gratification, you're disappointed.
You are.
It's
Yeah.
always like just find your niche, whatever that is that you're into, and play the long game with it. If it's something you really love doing,
Right.
for me, this is just a hobby. It's kind of my hobby within the hobby.
I got you. I got you. Yeah.
It's a fun way for me to talk with guys like you, and
Yeah.
I've made more hobby friends in the last 6 months than I have real friends out in
Yeah.
the world.
Same, same.
It's been really fun, and then for my family, it's kind of cool for them as well. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Yeah, I mean, it's been great. So I'm glad I was able to to connect with you. And
Yeah.
is there anything that you want to add? Any final thoughts that we can? We're hitting about the hour mark. If anyone has any questions,
Question.
throw them in the chat. I think that I caught most of them, but yeah, if there's any kind of final questions, we'll look to wrap up in the next 10 minutes or so.
Okay. Sure.
If there's more questions. But yeah, go ahead. If you have any kind of final thoughts you wanted to throw in, anything on your mind? What's on your mind?
Yeah, guys, like just realize sports car, we're here to have fun, man, at the end of the day. And by the way, don't buy any cars we talking about. We just Dustin and Brandon, we just want to have good conversation, right? And I love meeting guys like you, Dustin, and you and everybody who's cool. And really, the way I grew my channel is by other people complimenting me. So I have to really give one out there and say thank you to other people, right? And then guys, realize this is like a real community. You can be happy. And on the flip side as well, like don't just simply listen to somebody. Like you watch a top 5 video or something. I nobody asks why, and I don't understand that. So ask why, and because that's called indoctrination. You know, when you don't a set of beliefs, you have to think about it. When you think about a set of beliefs uncritically, that's a problem. So you guys gotta like kind of like, it sounds weird, but watch over us and make sure we're like doing what we're doing, if that makes sense. But no, like,
well, and usually if you're looking at I use data sets to talk about these 3 cards or these 6 cards or these 5 cards or whatever.
Right.
And I'll say in the video, I'm like, look, I mean, if these cards are already if I'm already talking about them, they've already gone up. Like
they've already gone up. Yeah, unfortunately.
Not you need to buy this or sell this now. This is just me reporting on what's trending. So
that's
it's
different.
It's already now. It's one of those things. It's like,
different.
If you want to buy it because you think that you're going to, try to catch it on the way up. I do that sometimes where I see a video like, hey, well, it's gone up, but I like or you might see it and say like, oh, well, that's what the Prism card's doing. Maybe I'll look at Select, or maybe I'll look at Revolution or whatever, So those are not, don't take those as buy it now videos. Those are literally just, that's just, information, and take it for what it's worth. And that's it. All right. So there is a question for you. For Brandon, what do you think about soccer goalies?
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting play. I think E-Man, there's somebody recommended Donnarumma. He's a young Italian goalkeeper. I'm not saying buy him. I'm just saying he looked good. So there's some like your most legendary goalkeepers right now, and there's in terms of their rookie stickers could have value.
He's no Buffon.
Buffon, Buffon.
I'm kidding. I've heard about him too. I've heard you talking about him too. The new Italian goalkeeper.
Yeah, Donnarumma. And so, just like legendary players, Olivier Kahn, Puskas, stuff like that. I think Puskas, I don't know, but I don't know all the vintage stuff, but yeah.
All right, Sean said that's what sets you apart on soccer, Brandon. I love that you discuss how the players play as a coach of others.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I'll try.
E-Man asks, how do soccer players get points for the, I can't even say it, the Ballon d'Oro?
Yeah. The Ballon d'Or. He's asked me this last time. He asked me this. Honestly, I don't know. There's like 10 or 20 different like specifications or something. It's like, but I think it's rigged. The Ballon d'Or is the MVP basically, Dustin. Okay. So it's like, how Giannis wins the MVP. Like a lot of people this year are arguing Lewandowski should have won the Ballon d'Or, which is the MVP, even though they're not
across all leagues.
Yeah, everybody in the world. Who's the best player?
Oh, okay. So I'm assuming it's typically like Messi or Ronaldo.
In 2018, Modric won it because Real Madrid won the Champions League, because UEFA controls the Ballon d'Or. UEFA controls the Champions League too. So usually whoever wins the Champions League and is the best player, a lot of times they win the Ballon d'Or. So that's a tip going forward. I know that's kind of messed up, but go look at history.
Okay.
I don't know how to specify it, like a certain amount of like minutes played and like championships. I don't know. It gets really iffy. I don't know.
All right.
Good
We have a question for, quick question, guys, or for Brandon. How do you pick? This is kind of a tricky one. It's kind of general. How do you pick a rookie card / sticker for a certain up and coming player? I'm assuming that's kind of like an up and coming player that you like or whatever. I'm not sure if he's asking, how do you pick a rookie card sticker? Like which one? Like which?
Okay.
In general.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're asking Seuss Ibards.
Yeah. Okay. So, Sos, if that's your name, sorry for butchering. I would say just get a few players who you really like. If I'll say it right now, I like Serge Gnabry because I'm doing the mail day. I'm in the future. Don't feel inclined to buy that card, but if you like someone like Serge Gnabry, or I'm assuming he's talking about up and coming players, 25-year-olds. That's what I assume. You know what I mean? And like Raheem Sterling or something like that. You know, just go to laststicker.com, like I said, and go look at
He's saying brand wise. Okay.
Yeah, okay, brand wise. So, right now, not a lot of attention for Adrenaline XL and the other things, but sometimes it gets tricky because let's say all the major popular cars are 2018, 2017. But if you have an Adrenaline XL car for 2012, that's a big difference. So who knows there? But if you have like a 2015 Match Attacks and like a 2016 like Donruss debuts or something like that, okay, then maybe the Donruss debuts, if that makes sense. Because the brand and that value is very important. Rated rookie, World Cup, Prism, that matters.
Yep. Okay. Oh, Harry Katz just literally asked the easiest question of the night.
Please.
Where do you think Luka will rank on the all-time list by the end of his career, assuming he stays healthy? I mean, that's an easy number one, Harry. Come on.
Number one, yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Hey, we Mavericks fans out here. Let's go Mavericks, even though they got eliminated. Next season, who knows? Luka and KP, very interesting, right?
You know what's the thing with Luka? Here's the tricky thing, though, is he's gonna have to win multiple championships. And I know, look, Harry's a Clippers fan, so I'm gonna give his Clippers some love here. I'm gonna give the Clips some love. Kawhi is an absolute surgeon on the court, and
for sure.
And he's only 29 years old. I mean, I mean, Kawhi might have more rings than LeBron when it's all done. And I know
possibly.
I know someone's going to yell at me, all the Lakers fans. I know all the Lakers people are going to go nuts on me, but look, LeBron's 35, Kawhi's 29. I mean,
exactly.
That Clippers team, as much as I love the Mavs, they weren't as good as that Clippers team, and they didn't have Beverly out there, so
that's true.
I think that the Clippers are going to be hard to beat this year. I think it's going to come down to either the Lakers beat them or no one's going to beat them.
I think so. I think it's one of those two teams because they just look too strong.
But yeah, it's kind of, I don't think that anyone's going to overtake MJ, assuming you think that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time at number one. I do think, though, that Luke has a chance to be – I certainly think that he has a chance to be top 10 of all time. I think that certainly he does. Top 5 is really, really pushing it for me.
That's pushing it, yeah.
Really, really pushing it. He's 21 years old, so he's got a long way to go.
I know. He's only 21, though. That's crazy, right? And I'm not trying to hype up, but like – that's crazy, dude. Like he's already averaging triple doubles and stuff.
I mean, if he can play a 20-year career and do all, then maybe he can get.
Oh my gosh!
But there's so many ifs for that. But he did ask if he stays healthy. So if he can stay healthy throughout, maybe through his late 30s. I mean, the one thing about Luka that's kind of interesting is his patented move is like the step back three.
Yeah.
And the other one is the wonky kind of like stop and go Euro step, where he's able to like get an and one every single time he gets right. My point with that is that he does play physically, but it's not as if he's relying on superior athleticism.
There we go.
Whereas like MJ and LeBron, they were 5 feet above the rim dunking at 21. Yeah. Luka can dunk, but like when he's his game kind of, if he can just stay healthy, he doesn't necessarily, he's not a high flying, athlete. He's not that guy.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe top 5, but I think that if
Maybe.
he's healthy and has a 20-year career, top 10, I would say.
Yes, I agree. Yes. Yes.
Um,
I see a couple questions.
yeah. Okay, Thomas Judge III, little late to the party. Thoughts on Tyler Hero card investing? Well, I didn't watch the game, but I guess the Heat beat the Bucks.
Oh, did they? Oh,
I
that's
think,
interesting.
I think the Heat beat the Bucks. I like Tyler Hero. I just don't. I think that I have a really tough time prospecting, whether it be baseball, basketball, football.
Me too.
I would call like Luca my biggest like prospecting
Oh,
player.
wow.
I mean, just
Yeah.
meaning that not that I invested a lot into him early. I didn't. I wish I had. I wish I had invested more, but
Right.
I just have a hard time. I bought like Mason Rudolph and Ryan Finley rookie cards and Will Greer rookie cards in football last year.
Wow.
I
Okay.
was prospecting on guys like that, which who knows, maybe they'll end up being great QBs at some point down the line.
Could be.
I've shifted more towards vets, and just more stuff that is a little bit more reliable that guys have just done a little bit more. That's kind of
Right.
the focus. So I don't know about you, Brandon, but as far as soccer
I
goes,
don't know.
are you kind of you're a mixed bag as far as some of the new players and the vets?
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm trying to do more of the 80-20 like Gary V portfolio, like 80 like legends and like 20 like little gambles. But right now it's sort of like a mixed bag, like you said, and I need to like you know what I mean? I need to like less young player, more safe picks. Like I
Yeah.
need Didier Drogba's. But like Alfonso Davies, one of the guys, because I like analyzing defenders. That's just fun to me. The other positions are harder, but I can do it. It's just I'm not as passionate about that. I don't know. The defensive line just brings something out of me. It's just like especially when I see a rough physical center back who's technically gifted, I say, "Oh yeah," you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's because you played it and you get the positions and that's kind of
Right.
your deal. So that makes sense. I've actually
Yeah.
been looking at a lot of this might be boring for some, but I've been looking
Please.
at vintage football cards. I've been going more
Okay.
into football,
Yeah.
and because you hear a lot of vintage basketball being talked about, and so
Right.
I've looked into that. But vintage basketball has gotten really expensive. I
Oh
mean,
wow. Yeah, I bet.
football it is expensive as well, but there are some kind of there's pockets in there of stuff, and I'll do a mail day over maybe
Oh,
tomorrow
please.
day, and I'll
Okay.
talk about some of that. Because I've been looking, and part of that is football cards were my first love when I was a kid. So
Right.
part of it is-
Right.
part of it is I see long-term opportunity. The other part is it's kind of
course.
there's a PC element too, where it's kind of like
Exactly.
I did get one of the cards I just got was a Jerry Rice rookie card,
Ooh.
PSA 7. So it's like
Okay. Yeah.
PSA 10 is like 25 grand.
Woo.
The PSA 7 is $75.
Oh, yeah, easy.
That's more my style, but that's
Yeah.
not because I think it's going to be $1,000 card next month. It's because I just want to have one of those, and I feel comfortable that over time I think that it'll appreciate some. That's really it.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, what do we have? Is there anything else? I think
Well,
that's it for
I saw one question I like earlier. Wait, where is it? Is Thomas Muller being overlooked? I don't like to recommend that, but he just won the Champions League World Cup Prism. Like he won that World Cup. So, I mean, he's a great German legend. Corey asked, what is your experience with SGC compared to PSA? So I can touch on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So SGC, I don't know, because I was gonna do a 20-day business days, right? But now it's gonna take 45 business days, so that screwed up my investing plan. So that makes me feel a certain way, but it's still faster than maybe PSA. I don't know for sure. But either way, SGC, BG, you have to be super patient with them, and you have to open up your wallet. So you have to make sure you have a cash pile on the side. That way you can support your sports card business while you have your SGC or PSA submission, if that makes sense.
That's something that I have not done yet, and it's something that I'm probably just being lazy about it, and I need to do it, but literally just like buying raw and grading. I've just been buying raw and holding, I've
done a lot.
I've flipped a few raw, but I mean, I'm not, I just haven't, and I probably have some good grading opportunities. I just haven't done it, and I just don't know.
Right.
I don't know if I'm just like nervous about part of it. I know it sounds
Maybe.
weird, I'm nervous about sending, thousands of dollars worth of cards in the mail.
Yeah. I would load up the insurance. I loaded up all the insurance for my SGC submission.
Yeah. Now, did you go direct to them, or did you use like a third party?
For SGC, yes, I did. For PSA, no, I would never do that. I would no. SGC, I just wanted to try it out. You know what I mean? And send some young players. But if you're gonna grade cards, I would highly recommend like Legends and like stuff like that. Not like Takafusa Koba or like some like 16-year-old guy, because who knows, he might suck, and by the time you get the card back in like 6 months to a year, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to be patient, and but it definitely pays off. I mean, I'm really interested to see what happens with soccer cards, because there's not a lot of graded soccer cards, but man, there's a lot of guys sending soccer cards in to get graded.
That's the thing. It's gonna be like crazy. Yeah.
A year from now, there's gonna be a lot of soccer cards out there, and I'm really interested to kind of see what that looks like as far as like raw prices, graded prices. Are graders going to start charging more because of the business? Is the business going to maintain or keep growing to where they start charging $30, to get something graded at PSA? I mean, those are all things that really interest me a lot.
True. And there might be like a whole separate like sticker grading service where they charge a different amount because it's like harder to grade or something. You know what I mean? You know, and it's going to be a whole bunch of graded cards in the future. Like so much.
Cool. Because I mean, and I like buying graded cards too. So it'll be good to have some options, because right now, you're buying raw on eBay, and it might,
it's like,
I've gotten cards, and actually in soccer, I got like Topps Finest or not Topps Finest, but Topps Finest. But what's the other? Topps Chrome.
Topps Chrome, yeah.
And I'll buy a card. I bought a is it Lukaku? Is that how you say it?
Romelu Lukaku?
Yes, sir. Like, man, that's an awesome looking card. But what I wasn't thinking about was the thing is like foil, and it's like all blue.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like chances for that thing to get messed up.
I know. Like it's.
I got it and had like a little scratch on it. And I'm like, okay, well, but I love the look of the card. It's an awesome looking card. But I'm like, I guess I shouldn't buy raw and expect it to be, a 10. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
It's one of those cards like, with foil cards or anything like that, it's going to be hard to get a looking one of those anyway.
Yeah.
And
the optic soccer is really hard too. Like, because of those foil lines for like the 2018. Oh my God, so difficult to get those graded as well. My Pulisic was like terrible.
That's the other thing that makes me nervous about grading too is, I keep on seeing more, I watch YouTubers that'll post like how they got like a PSA 5 back on a modern card.
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
PSA 5 on a card that was printed a year ago. It's impossible, And so I'm like, man, if I don't know what I'm doing, and so I think I've got a local card shop here that I'm going to try to go to. He did offer I'll take a look at it. He doesn't do submissions. But I was like, look, guy, like I will pay you, to tell me you think card, like whatever, $1 card or however much it is. If you can just give me your honest opinion on looks, because I don't trust myself, doing it.
Me neither, man. It's very hard, and every brand is like different,
Yeah. So who knows? All right, man. I think we're going to wrap it up. I don't see any more questions. So, guys, if you are not already a subscriber to Brandon Chung's channel, he is one of my go-to soccer card guys. Him and Vincent are really like, the OGs of soccer card YouTubers.
Thank you. I came before him though.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Vincent copied Brandon. Vincent.
No, I'm not copying him.
So I'm going to say some controversial stuff. Brandon said you copied him. Vincent. These two guys are great, and they know the leagues, they know the players, they know. And so, anytime I have a soccer card question, I typically go to both of them or one of them, and they can help me out with it. And they're great. So, and they have great channels. So, if you have not on there, subscribe to Brandon Chung, and then Vincent's is Card Hour.
Card Hour.
Those guys, but if you're looking to get into soccer cards, or if you know about it, or maybe you're a soccer person, but you're trying to learn about the card part or the sticker part, those would be the guys to talk to, not me.
Thank you.
I'm still trying to learn from these guys. So
you're trying to get 3K subscribers though.
Dude, I'm just trying to like have fun with this thing.
Okay.
If I have 3K or 100K or 1K, I'm okay with it.
That's awesome.
I just want my kids to think I'm cool. That's really.
They think you're cool. You're cool, man. You're cool.
That's all I'm going for. Guys, thank you so much for joining again. Subscribe to Brandon Chung's channel, and we'll do this again. We're gonna try to figure out how to do some like 8 people on a soccer. We're watching a game or we're talking about it. I don't know. We'll figure something out with it. We'll come back to you guys. So thank you for joining, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys.